I've never really been one to put too much focus on how many views I get per video, but with over 100,000 views in just over 2 weeks since uploading, I think it's safe to say there's a good amount of interest from you guys in my 30-day Farmer's Walk Challenge. I don't know. Might have to do more daily challenge-based meathead experiment videos like this in the future. Maybe do some with swings, push-ups, pull-ups, or whatever the hell else y'all can conjure up for me to try and suggest down in the comment section below. Wink, wink. Anyway, about the Farmer's Walk Challenge. Enough of you asked about what I'd suggest doing if you do not have a pair of kettlebells that I thought I'd address it in a follow-up video. So here we are. It got me thinking. There's two real ways for you to do the 30-day challenge if you don't have multiple pairs or even a single pair of kettlebells. One is the obvious, in which you just do a single arm farmer's walk for the predetermined distance or number of sets that you choose to do. And yeah, that'd be something that definitely works. It'd definitely light up your forearms, back, legs, and especially your core because of the anti-lateral flexion nature of the single arm farmer's walk. But the second option that I conjured up and tested this past week for you is by far my favorite option. Although technically not an exclusive Farmer's Walk Challenge, it will keep you far more engaged and entertained throughout the entirety of the sets that you perform with it. That's because instead of just switching back and forth between left side and right side during the single arm farmer's walk, you'll switch sides while switching loading positions. Here's what that looks like. We're gonna move from side to side with each arm and go from a single arm farmer's walk position to an offset rack walk position to goblet walk to an offset waiter's walk, and then do the same thing moving back down in reverse. And ideally we'll do that without rest in between until we've either done all the prescribed sets or the prescribed or predetermined distance. With that said, instead of going to failure like I advised with the pair of kettlebells, for the single kettlebell challenge, we're gonna rotate between a 20 and 50 step count per side and per variation or loading position. And that will be based on the weight you're carrying. Obviously, lighter weights you carry closer to 50 steps before switching sides and or loading positions, and heavier weights you carry closer to 20 steps before switching. Why do this instead of failure like with the pairs of kettlebells or dumbbells? Because the offset nature of these carries puts extra cumulative stress on your core, and I'm a firm believer that you should never take any anti-movement based core exercises to failure because of not just the diminished returns it offers in the core strengthening department, but more so because of how it could lead to possible injury of your back. So again, instead of failure with this challenge where we'd carry the pair of kettlebells or dumbbells until the weights drop from our hands because of fatigue or exhaustion, we're gonna stick with a step count and load the kettlebell into position from the ground each time, so we get some extra ballistic hip hinge work on top of the carries that we're doing. Trust me, the cumulative effect of the stress placed on both your core as well as the other stabilizing muscles responsible for allowing you to carry the weight while keeping it from moving, like your forearms, your delts, your traps, your rhomboids and lats, will still get lit up like the 4th of July, while you still get a killer conditioning fat loss effect. They'll just achieve all of this with far less concern or possibility of injury to your back. Now, with that said, let me answer two other questions that kept coming up about the challenge. First, many of you asked how you'd work this in to your existing routine. Great question, and one that I'd offer two options for. The way I like personally doing it in order to secure the best possible performance benefits from it is as a quick standalone workout that's completely separate from my main workout of the day. Now I know this means you'd technically be having to budget in 2 workouts on some days, but ultimately this challenge routine should never take more than 10 or 15 minutes. So the best I can offer on this front is to just sack up and do it first thing in the morning while doing your main workout later in the day via a 2-a-day format, or vice versa, completely up to you. And the other option would be to stick the challenge on at the very end of your regular workout as a nice finisher. Now, I'm a big proponent of adding conditioning as well as both grip and core work at the end of a strength and hypertrophy based workout. So this option is a smooth, seamless, and quite effective option for those who can spare that extra 10 or 15 minutes for something like this at the end of their regular routine. God's honest truth, it doesn't matter which one you choose to do, so long as you choose to commit to doing it. Honestly, whichever one works for you is the best option for you. And that leads me to the second question that I got a lot in the comment section. That's, do you need to use flip-flops in order to achieve the best results from it? No, but if you want to be a crazy Florida man like yours truly, I won't judge you if you do. In all seriousness, I totally understand how and why many of you are critical of my footwear choices. But the truth is, the flops that I wear aren't regular flip-flops. They're from a brand that I love called Combat Flip-Flops that offer 3 distinct benefits that you won't find anywhere else in any other pair of flip-flops. 1, they have a strong, stable, and sturdy sole in conjunction with arch supports that prevent any power leaks from occurring like they would in normal shitty flip-flops. And 2, they have a wide toe box that prevent your toes from rolling off that solid platform. Now, obviously, if I drop the weight on my toes, I'm screwed. I know that. But in my mind, for 1, if I did that, I'd deserve that pain for being a dumbass. And 2, the only real way to prevent that from happening is by wearing steel-toed boots, and I'm just not gonna do that. So yeah, as long as I'm not doing any running, jumping, or any real explosive ballistic work like that, I'm gonna roll the dice and wear my flops on any workout that I do. Why? Because I'm a true Florida man. Like it, love it, or hate it, that's just the truth. Cool? Cool. Now, in closing, if you want to commit to this challenge, then follow this simple routine by moving up and down and side to side in loading positions while constantly varying the weight and step counts you do for each for the next 30 straight days, and I promise you'll really dig the results you get in both the looks as well as the performance department. Good luck for those of you who choose to do it, and please be sure to leave your questions or suggestions for future challenge-based meathead experiment workouts like this down in the comment section below. Hey guys, thanks for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed it and want more just like it in the future, then do me a favor before you leave by hitting the thumbs up button, subscribing to the channel, and pressing the alert icon so you get notified the instant every new video drops on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if you haven't done so already, then please be sure to join my brand new Kettlebell Warriors Brotherhood for free by clicking either the image that you see right over there to the right, the pinned link at the top of the comment section, or the first link in the description box down below. This brand new community provides a week's worth of follow-along workouts led by yours truly, daily accountability, motivation, insider instruction and coaching you'll only find inside there, and overall a more organized, systematic approach to helping you get fast, badass, and most importantly, sustainable results while creating a greater sense of overall mental clarity to help improve your decision-making skills on a daily basis, which will ultimately help enrich your lives. Bottom line, this service gives you exactly what you need to see the results that have been eluding you for far, far too long. The daily steps you need to take with both your diet and exercise, and myself holding your ass accountable to following through with those all-important actions. So to get free access to it, just click over there or one of the links down there and follow the simple prompts on the next page to join for free. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler out.